Hey everyone, Cahlen here, up here behind the camera. This is my foot. This is a cactus. And here is a sea of scrubs and cactuses in between me and my destination, which is not very far. But it does seem a lot farther when you're barefoot. So normally I'm walking in this arroyo you see behind me, which is like a dried up river. It will flow maybe a couple of times a year when it rains heavily, and you find these all over the place in, well, pretty much everywhere actually, but you notice them in kind of deserty places more because, you know, there actually are times when they're not flowing. A river is basically an arroyo which has water in it. So anyways, usually I'm walking there and I don't have any trouble barefoot, and the reason I go barefoot is because, well, there's lots of intellectual reasons, which I think are all accurate, and you can look those up and just research grounding, basically, and maybe look into the work of Daniel Vitalis on going barefoot. And there's some people who go really serious, barefoot. Like my friend Jesse, he's got like he goes everywhere, barefoot pretty much, and yeah, his calluses get so big that actually it becomes a problem because there can be issues that arise when your calluses are too thick. Anyways, I don't do it for all those reasons, even though I think those reasons are true, all the benefits. I do it because it feels good. I feel way more connected to the ground, to the earth, to my environment around me. I feel way more aware of what's going on around me. I'm more focused. And because I need to be paying attention to pretty much where every foot's going to go, and that's not just a visual thing. There's a whole other process which arises where you won't just pop your foot down, your next foot down, real heavy like, because you're doing it gradually and slowly to see as you put more weight on it if you get poked by something, and then eventually you're in your walk, you're already now into full weight on that foot, and then you're going to repeat the process on the next one. So it's just kind of a whole thing that happens, and it just feels really good. It's much preferable. The only reason I like to put shoes on now is when it gets cold, which unfortunately is a lot of the time when I'm walking. So anyways, it is a little bit dangerous. You don't want to injure your feet, so be careful, but I think it's worth the risk, and I haven't been hurt, and my buddy Jesse's been doing it for many years, and I think, you get hurt every once in a while, but usually not irreparably. So, but it probably does happen sometimes, so do be careful. Anyways, I was actually going over those rocks to try and get a good camera. You can't see my face right now, right? It's because of the sunlight, but I get over there, I was going to make a different video, so you'll see that one next. Alright, see you later. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll share it with someone that you care about. It helps them, it helps me, and it'll help you feel like a healthy type of person. If you're feeling extra generous, you can head on over to cahlen.org/gift, and there you can basically learn of ways to help me feed myself, shelter myself, and to upgrade and repair my gear. All donations give you the option of having a 1-hour life coaching call with me. So, thanks again for watching. By the way, as I walk through here, I realized I forgot to mention how important having a staff is for just walking in general, but also if you don't have shoes on, because it really gives you another point of stability. You can put all kinds of weight, like a bunch of weight on, and so you can be really careful about how you're taking your next step. So for avoiding spikes, and also for walking up and down steep grades or uneven terrain with a heavy pack, dude, staff is so important. So they're generally free. You just go out there and you cut something and carve it down. So anyways,